Hi guys, hi, it's Wolverine here guys. It is Sunday morning here guys. It is a beautiful day. And no, I didn't go to church today guys. I'm just too tired. Working all day, helping my brother building a pergola. We're nearly done. We're putting in the roof. Not today. We'll do it tomorrow. Today's a public holiday, so we're going out and celebrate with our family. We do hold this country within our hearts, and we love Australia. Australia's given us so many things. So anyway, so we're very grateful for this country. Anyway, now regarding that, regarding any post that I made, I'm only human, and sometimes I don't realise I made a mistake. And appreciate it, just send it privately. There's no need to put it out in the open air and 35,000 people. Everyone watches whatever I say, right? And I do make mistakes, just like everyone else. I'm just a messenger, right? And when I do post something, I didn't realise it was AI, artificial intelligence. Got to watch out with that now. And got to watch out with other accounts that are fake accounts, right? And, all right, so, yeah. So I've got to watch everything I do. Also, something, I'm not going to post anything anymore because without being criticised and all that. But anyway, moving on from that. The latest actually from Colombia was why we said that Colombia started is because they received the codes. Colombia's received the codes. Certain platforms have received the codes, so they're ready to start actually by next week. Next week we should, that's what they said, that's what they were told by the bank, that next week they'll start. Now I'm getting some really good news from the Pentecostal group that came out with quite a few audios that are coming actually from the leaders and also the owners as well. So looks like looks like this time it's real. Look like it's really happening. She did say that things will start actually on the 15th of February, and she'll be the first one to go. We all criticised her, we all laughed at her, yeah, whatever. And it looks like she was right. Looks like I think she's the first one to go. She's got about 2 million people, maybe 3 million people on that platform. It is the biggest platform in the world and the richest, one of the richest, besides Mauritius platform. All right, so we'll wait to see how that evolves, and hopefully we get some more good news coming out of that platform. All right, so all I can tell you guys is that we are definitely close now. Okay, so that's all I can tell you at the moment. All right. Look after yourself, guys, and apologies if I made a mistake. I'm only human. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, it's Wolverine here again. Guys, a lot of people are saying that it won't happen till end of March, it won't happen till April, and I'm hearing actually it won't start actually to mid-year. Guys, things have started, things are working behind the scenes, things you don't see. The things you don't see. I don't see it either. I'm only going by what I'm hearing, right? I'm hearing from platform owners, right? I'm hearing from a lot of people actually on the inside. Inside, what I mean, they've got intel from the inside, right? And that's what I go by. And it's not just me, guys. I'm sure you've heard it from Mark said. I'm sure you're hearing from other people, right? So, guys, just be patient. I know we've always said be patient. We're sick of that word patient, right? But it is what it is, right? By next week, this coming week, we should be getting some good news coming from these two platforms. I can't tell you the other one, but the Pentecostal group it looks like it's a definite, right? Okay, it looks like it's a definite, right? And we're going to hear some really good. Hopefully, I'm praying that we're going to hear some good news this coming week. So, guys, just be patient, right? I am sure, I have absolute faith in God that we're about to cross that finish line. Take care.
What does Nasera mean to somebody with no currency?
Well, first off, you're going to get the taxes that you paid into a fraudulent Internal Revenue Service is coming back to you penny for penny. That's number one. So you're not going to be totally out of the loop, and that's total. That's a great thing. And that has been in the works since 2010, literally. So the other thing is you're going to see a massive reduction in the expenditures for everyday expenses, because all that's going to come down when they revalue the dollar, go to back currency. So it's not like you're out of the loop. It's just that there are various pots that will take care of you. There are various trusts that will come up, and so I'm not really worried that you're going to be left out in the cold.
Fantastic. Is that Whimsical wants to know, is that business tax or just personal tax?
Literally, it's across the board, because the IRS is a fraudulent Puerto Rican corporation and dovetailed mostly to the Bush people, and the Bush senior in particular. That's how they divvied up the goodies from the public trough across the board.
Nothing specific on bonds other than when I got the stuff from the groups that were expecting funding transactions, one of the groups that responded were bondholders. But I have not gotten a response, Pastor Daniel. I wanted to know specifically if that group, was it on their bonds or was it on their currency? Because most of the responses I'm getting about that their funding transactions, all that should be complete in the next few days. The only ones I'm certain of are the ones that held currencies. So trying to get a verification as to what on that one group of people. I'm really surprised by how quiet it is on the bond side right now. That's not a bad thing at all. That means transactions may well be moving forward quickly. Multiple Forex traders are reporting that they're having to sign new terms of agreements, focusing on currency exchange values. I find that very interesting. Doesn't mean it's happened yet, but it definitely would be a key thing before they flip a switch. We have reports. I have reports. I got another one this morning to go with some from yesterday, and it made me confident enough to feel to share it. Being told from a couple of groups at this point and an Indian nation that funding transactions should be complete in the next few days. What does that mean? That means in the next few days, these folks in the groups expect people to be funded. That would be huge. Buckle up. We do not know for certain, but that to me was probably the best sign that I've had in a while.
Oh, I'm just learning something today, actually. I never knew this. But you see the bird? It's facing the olive branch. Peace. If the bird's head switches to the right, it's facing the arrows of war. Yeah? It's his trump at Davos. And it's facing the right. It's not facing the olive branch there, is it? It's facing the arrows. Is that snake in its mouth? So he's basically sending a message to all of them. Yeah? F with me, and he ain't gonna mess around, is he? So, although he's not had one single war yet as a president, the only one, that could change, I feel, soon. Let's see.
G-X. This was posted on the Chosen Ones channel on Telegram, 25th of January 25. The Kurdistan Regional Government, KRG, will fully meet its obligation towards the federal government to ensure salary payments for the region's civil servants and secure its financial entitlements under the federal budget law for 2025, announced Deputy Iraqi Finance Minister Rebaz Hamlin. During his visit to review the work conducted by joint technical teams from the Federal Finance Ministry and its KRG counterpart, Hamlin added that efforts are ongoing to prepare the January payroll for public employees in the Kurdistan region. Now, Kurdistan will stop fucking around and they'll pay their non-oil revenues to Iraq. So the HCL Article 12 can officially start. That was the condition Iraq put in order to let HCL for Kurdistan start. LFGGG. Dinar revaluation, Friday, January 24th, 2025. Tidbit from MNT Goat, 25th January. There is a new sheriff in town and his name is Donald Trump. What will his policy be towards the Iraqi financial system? 4 years have passed since the last administration and there has been way too much progress in the banking and financial reforms to turn back to the days of the prior Trump administration laden with sanctions. I am told by my CBI contact that Al Sudani is hoping for an invite to visit the new president in Washington, or better yet, have him come to Iraq. Does he think that Trump is going to organize a meeting with him if he's not going to do as he's told? The CBI is being very cautious to see how the US Trump administration is going to play out. Remember that Iraq is ditching the dollar, but Trump has vowed to keep the USD as the reserve currency around the world. Remember, Iraq just de-dollarized and would love to get off the petrodollar and find another peg or basket of currencies to peg to. I know for a fact the IMF has been working on this new basket of 6 currencies for this purpose. Will the US Treasury under the Trump administration accept it? Let's see how this plays out. XRP Nazara Jazara QFS on X, 11:18 a.m. January 25th, 2025. Fiat is dead. Official announcement from the Office of the Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent. Secretary of the Treasury, date January 19, 2025. Subject: prohibition of contracts, obligations, and securities backed by US dollars to the American people. In light of the landmark ruling in Zachary Moore versus Alliant Credit Union, I am announcing immediate and sweeping changes to the legal recognition of contracts, obligations, and securities backed by US dollars. This decision reaffirms that the law of the land is the Constitution of the United States, which guarantees the rights to life, liberty, and property for all Americans. Ownership and possession are not determined by fraudulent titles or securitized financial instruments, but by the individuals who lawfully own and possess the land and property within their counties. It's going to be interesting regarding trusts, isn't it? Because if you own a property and it's in your name, what do you need a trust for? No, that's just a question. Stokes, I guess this is where we red flag, be careful who we trust. I think probably still have to set up trusts, because especially us humanitarians, if you've got a humanitarian project and whoever you employ, what I've been told, whoever you employ, they're generally the staff that you're going to hire are very experienced, qualified, and you don't know whether that person's going to turn around and put a trust on your business. So yeah, I think trust is very important. Brothers Technology Inc. This was posted on the Chosen One's channel on Telegram. It started. Here we go. Zoom News. Latest. Teachers and public employees have launched a strike over delayed salaries, demanding payment of December wages and digitalization of their payments through the Iraqi state. And wait till they find out how much money was spent, how much money some of those greedy politicians stole from 2024 budget. Billions and billions and billions, totaling $597 billion. And then when they find out there's only $38 billion in the budget for 2025, and then when they find out that Sudani had been secretly smuggling dollars to Iran. Ian Jago on X, 4:12 p.m. 25th January 25. Breaking! President Trump says he will either fire all of the 87,000 IRS agents or move them to the border. MJ Truth Ultra on X posted 10:33 a.m. January 26, 2025. Kaboom! No income tax. Trump asked the crowd, how about no tax? Huge smile. We could do that, if the tariffs work out. A thing like that could happen if you want to know the truth. He then tells the world that in 1870 we didn't have income taxes all the way till 1913. What happened in 1913? It really happening.
She said no tax on it. How about just no tax? You could do that. If the tariffs work out like I think, a thing like that could happen if you want to know the truth. Years ago, 1870 to 1913, we didn't have an income tax. What we had is tariffs, where foreign countries came in and they stole our jobs, they stole our companies, they stole our product, they ripped us off. And, they used to do numbers, and then we went to a tariff system, and the tariff system made so much money. It was when we were the richest from 1870 to 1913. Then we brilliantly came in with an income tax. No, we don't want others to pay. Let's have our people pay. And then you had the Depression in 1928, 1929. I call it 1929. That was a bad time, but you didn't have tariffs, and you had tariffs that ended in 1913. But it was the richest our country ever was. That was President McKinley. In fact, we're renaming the mountain Mount McKinley in Alaska.
Majid on X posted 10:43 a.m. January 26, 2025. This is for you, American people. Posted by Witness 369, replying to Majid. Hi Majid, what about this one? Truly appreciate all the work you put in for us. HR 25 to promote freedom, fairness, and economic opportunity by repealing the income tax and other taxes, abolishing the Internal Revenue Service, and enacting a national sales tax to be administered primarily by the states. So you go to congress.gov, I think you go to legislation, and maybe just type H.R.25, I think. Majid commented, I heard Trump saying a few months ago that there will be no income taxes or property taxes, only 15% sales tax, also similar to what is implied here in Saudi Arabia. I think that's a lot better than paying taxes all over the place. That will be Nazara Jazara. Yep, Nazara.
Thousands of them that we know. And that number has started to already come down, Emily, from 300,000. So they found about 75 to 80,000 of those kids already. If they can get the list of these guys, 4 full days in office for Trump, if they can get the list of where some of those kids have been, and they've been identifying it, since the election, going after them and trying to find those little ones, what in the world was Biden's administration doing? What was Secretary of Homeland Mayorkas doing when he said to the committees on Capitol Hill, we don't know where those kids are, I'll look into it? No, dude, you obviously had a better way to find them, and you didn't do your job. I can't believe they impeached him and didn't remove him. It's just...
Brothers Technology Inc. 7:02 a.m. January 26, 2025. Try doing it the right way, however, you wicked, evil people in Iraq Parliament. Whore shit. Worshippers, the government really doesn't need you because the tripartite budget is passed already, and I thank you, IQ.HOR, for showing the world your loyalty to Iran. No more dollars for your evil leaders, and you still don't know the new rate. And the Donald will clean and wipe your evil off the face of the earth. ChatGPT. What is Article 77/11 in the 3 years budget 2023, 24, 25 in Iraq? Searched 6 sites. Article 77/11 of Iraq's Federal General Budget Law number 13 for 2023 focuses on ensuring the preparation and submission of budgetary schedules for the 3-year budget covering 23, 24 and 25. This article mandates that the Iraqi Ministry of Finance present these schedules, which include planned revenues, expenditures and deficits, to the Council of Representatives before the end of each fiscal year. This mechanism is designed to provide transparency and allow adjustments based on prior financial performance and evolving economic conditions. The broader 3-year budget law allocates 199 trillion Iraqi dinars annually and includes measures such as prioritizing reconstruction, boosting non-oil sectors, and ensuring fair distribution of resources across regions, including the Kurdistan region. Great post, brothers. I guess they missed the memo that says, don't fool around when Trump is in charge. Trump doesn't play. Kale Halen on X posted 7:58 a.m. January 17, 2025. Remember when Trump said we have 35 billion of their money? Did he mean $35 billion worth of dinar? If so, then an insane amount of prosperity will kick off with the RV. Grok did the math, 45 trillion. Now times that by the exchange rate. How much dinar would I have if I bought $35 billion worth? To determine how many Iraqi dinars, IQD, you would have if you bought 35 billion USD, you need to use the current exchange rate. As of the latest reported data, the exchange rate is approximately 1 USD to 1310.50 IQD. Using this rate, 35 billion USD times 1310.50 IQD to USD equals 45 something trillion, which amounts to, or 45.8675 trillion IQD. So if you bought 35 billion worth of Iraqi dinars, you would have approximately 45.8675 trillion Iraqi dinars. And look what President Trump has achieved. He's only been president 4 days, and the people of West North Carolina have been moved out of tents and into fully furnished apartments. That's my president. Healers aren't holy beings sent down from the light. They emerge from the darkness after learning how to heal and radiate the glow of transformation.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a butcher with no breaks. I'm invincible. I win every single